Chief of War Episode 3's ending offers plenty of complicated material to unpack. Jason Momoa leads Chief of War's cast as the warrior Ke'Eana, a real-life historical figure known not only for his culture-changing actions on the Hawaiian Islands, but also for his unprecedented trips away from his homeland. Chief of War's historical setting takes Apple TV Plus subscribers to a pivotal time for the islands. While the show depicts Hawaii split into 4 divided kingdoms, these nations would eventually come together as one, unified kingdom. The series also depicts the beginning of Western influence, which would eventually lead to Hawaii becoming a U.S. state in the 20th century. The series takes place during the late 18th century, though Chief of War has had a time skip since Episode 2. Ke'Eana's time aboard the British vessel has allowed him to learn passable English, while Englishman John Young has taught the language to those on the island of Hawaii. Ke'Eana's plan to acquire guns and why he needs them. Jason Momoa in Chief of War. Aside from simply learning the English language, Ke'Eana's time on the seas has taught him about gunpowder and weaponry beyond what the Hawaiian Islands have seen before. This fascinates him, and throughout the episode, he looks for a way he can acquire a hefty amount of firearms, so that he may return to Hawaii with greater strength. The episode opens with Ke'Eana learning to fire rifles, with quick cuts to King Kahekili. Kahekili is Temuera Morrison's character, who tricked Ke'Eana into helping him conquer the island of Oahu in Episode 1. This sets up an evident motivation for Ke'Eana, who hopes to return to the Hawaiian Islands and right this wrong, defeating Kahekili. While on land, Ke'Eana meets a woman named Vi, and the two recognize each other as Hawaiians. Vi is interested in opening trade between the English and Hawaii, knowing that the Western ships are going to sail that way regardless. She hopes to control the British influence through compromise, knowing it may be their only choice. Vi is willing to provide Ke'Eana with the weapons he needs, but she needs his help convincing the chiefs of Hawaii to establish these trade routes. Hawaiian sandalwood is a valuable resource that could greatly benefit English traders, and Vi realizes they're going to get it one way or another. Ke'ahumanu and Kamehameha's marriage and prophecy ties explained. Ke'ahumanu and Kamehameha. Episode 3 introduces Kamehameha in the most badass way possible, demonstrating his fortitude in an underwater contest. After this, he returns to the Kau district on the island of Hawaii, where he speaks with the king. The king is on his last legs, and Kamehameha's cousin Kaua is set to inherit the throne. In this meeting of royals, an immediate duality is established between Kaua and Kamehameha. Despite the age advantage, Kaua is more rash, hoping to defeat Kahekili in war, while Kamehameha insists that establishing a sustainable food supply is the real strategic opportunity. Ke'ahumanu, whom we met in Episode 2, is betrothed to Kamehameha, and her father, Moku, has a specific reasoning for this. Kamehameha is evidently a great man, and Moku sees a future in him, even if he isn't first in line to become king. Moku wants Ke'ahumanu to help Kamehameha realize his potential. This troubles Ke'ahumanu, as in her meeting with the seer Taula, she was given disappointing news: she will never be able to have Kamehameha's children. Her concern is that if she is to become a queen, she would be unable to fulfill the duty that queens are meant to provide in a monarchical society. Tony's fate and Marley's plan to return to Hawaii explained. Tony and Ke'Eana Chief of War. The subplot of Ke'Eana's time away from Hawaii introduces audiences to a sailor named Tony, who takes a liking to Ke'Eana and helps to teach him English. Also aboard the ship, unfortunately, is a repulsive, bigoted man named Marley, who sees Hawaii as nothing but an opportunity to make some cash. At the end of the episode, Tony finds himself in the captivity of Marley and the other racist goons, who capture him and threaten to sell him into slavery. It's unclear what Tony's fate will be, but the episode has evidently set up a race between Ke'Eana and Marley, as both intend to return to Hawaii with different goals for European integration. How Moku's belief in Kamehameha sets up Chief of War's conflict. Kamehameha. Chief of War has introduced the idea of a prophecy, telling of a great king who will rise up and unify the islands. Kahekili believes he is the prophesied king, and now we're seeing that Moku believes it to be Kamehameha. Kamehameha was born on the night of the comet amidst the prophecy's inception, and Moku felt it then.